What kind of prescription is this? That's literally the edge of the universe.
Hey guys, my name's DocJade. Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. Today we'll be flying to the edge. To destroy the huge asteroids on the way there though, we'll need some railguns. The railguns take tungsten plates, superconductors, carbon fiber, quantum processors, and fluorocatone. I told Rocket Man to go grab those items from their respective planets, but we'll need to automate the quantum processors here on Aquilo. So, with the cryogenic plant, let's take a look at how to make... It's not in here. The quantum processors take blue circuits, tungsten carbide, superconductors, carbon fiber, lithium plates, and fluorocatone. But... electromagnetic plants? Why? I'll have Rocket Man grab those too. Sending all of the carbon fiber from Glava sure did take a while though.
Stop flying over the gap! Why are you recharging on the island?
After snaking out the fluoro, we can start making the railguns, and since I've got quite a bit of time on my hands, I'll aim for quality ones. Now for the quantum processors, which have a hot side and a cold side, just like the science. I'm feeling a bit lazy though, so I'll deliver the items with bots, since I really don't want to route the lithium out of this mess. Actually, railguns take 100 processors each, so I'll definitely need a lot more production. So up goes the scale, and down goes the fluorine supply. With only this single vent supplying keto production, we'll have to go grab some more from down here, which thankfully won't need its own heat production. After somehow plugging that into this mess, quantum production gets put together, then immediately torn back down since I forgot to add an output for the hot fluorios. A new setup, a sushi belt for simplicity, and one tricolon later, quantum processors start rolling off the line. They're flown over to railgun production, and we'll slowly start stockpiling quality ones, although it is still pretty slow. Might as well. In theory, we could speed up the logistics spots by making some quality ones, since they'd have bigger batteries. I'll gamble for them on Fulgora, and then completely forget about them. Time to start working on the Edge platform. I'll name it Hawk. I have a feeling that my Hawk is going to be quite a bit larger than usual, so it might be worth it to research some rocket part productivity to make shipping the construction materials up cheaper. Actually, hold on. We never researched legendary quality. I doubt that we'll actually aim for any legendary buildings, but we might get lucky. Let's automate the railgun ammo. We'll need steel, explosives, and copper wire, but it's a very slow recipe, 1/20th per second. So naturally, I'll build 20. You can use the cryo plans on space platforms, so I'll use them for the explosives, then foundries for the metal items. With the railgun ammo done and high level, now for yellow ammo, which is very easy to make a lot of, although these foundries are going to take quite a lot of power. Hold on, we can make fusion power now. The reactor is pretty expensive, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. The power cells are also surprisingly inexpensive to make, just holmium, lithium, and ammonia. But we're running out of lithium brine. We're down to 7 pumps. There's a lot more down south, but it's far enough away that I'd need to make a new heat source for it, which I don't feel like doing right now, so I'll just wait a bit longer. With one normal fusion reactor done and down, it has fluid pass-throughs for fluorocatone and plasma. There's no second slot inside for a spent fuel cell, so no byproducts. Nice. However, if we want to use this on Hawk, we'll need to barrel and ship up some of the ketone. The reactor consumes 4 ketone per second and spits it back out as plasma, for a total energy output of 100 megawatts. Barrels go into the filling machine, or is it the rinsing machine? Then I made our first fusion generator, which consumes 50 megawatts worth of plasma and converts it into the hot flour keystone. Just like the nuclear reactors, the fusion reactors have a neighbor bonus of 100%, which means we can make 400 megawatts of power with just 2 reactors. All of the pass-throughs on the generators make designing layouts quite fun. Back on the Hawk, rockets are done. Now I just need to ship over the cryogenic plants and all of the bits of the fusion reactor, then the railguns.
Why are railguns a rocket capacity of 1? It's gonna take forever to send 20 of them up.
Yeah, instead of shipping those over to Navis, I'll ship them directly up to Hawk later. Time for the offensive defenses. Rocket turrets wrapped in a blanket of gun turrets. We'll need quite a bit of asteroid throughput for all of the ammo, so I'll start making quality collectors on Navis. The quality collectors get more collection arms, a bigger range, and they move faster, so gambling for them seems worth it. To finish off the wall design, we'll need to fit in the railguns, which fire in a decently wide cone. I'm guessing that the railgun will be able to penetrate asteroids to shoot multiple things at the same time, so it might be worth building quite a few overlapping turrets to do as much collateral damage as possible. However, the railguns will destroy anything between them and their target, so you need to make sure they don't overlap with stuff on your platform, or it'll tear itself to shreds. After adding the asteroid collectors and carefully spacing out the turrets, this design should work, but I've got so many railguns that I might as well add a couple more facing directly forwards. I crammed in a few more rocket turrets as well. Collector gambling made a decent amount of uncommon ones, so we'll use those up in the walls. I know big platforms are a lot slower, but I want to leave room in the middle to scale up ammo production if need be. No railguns on the sides though, since I doubt huge asteroids would come from over there anyway. I'll recenter the platform to put the hub in the top left. Over 10,000 platforms. I'll do legendary quality later. We really need those cheaper launches. The corners are in place, thus it's time for thrust, which I'll make quality thrusters for as well. But we can't build without platforms, and we stopped launching them up due to a lack of low-density structure. Once again, foundries come in clutch. But convenience comes with a price. Looks like we need a third nuclear power setup. In goes uncommon thrusters, and the fuel production, which is quite a bit smaller than I was expecting. Crap, now Navis is out of rocket fuel. I'll have Rocket Man grab 8,000 from Fulgora. We're mostly waiting around for platforms to be shipped up, but in the meantime, it does make a pretty nice fractal pattern. Finishing up fuel production, instead of having a main bus for the resources, we'll crush the asteroids on site for everything. We're going to need a lot of ice for explosive and fuel production though. Speaking of which, in goes the ammo setup. Twice. Hopefully that'll keep up with the asteroids, but we have plenty of room to expand if we need. In goes sulfur and carbon for colon explosives, water production, and a fusion setup to power everything. In goes the cells, but I forgot the kilophone. After shipping it over, the reactors are up and running, spitting out a frankly overkill 400 megawatts. One of the swarmies is out of storage space. That's new. Oh, guess I requested too much. In goes the foundries for copper and iron, and the ores for that, which I had to stack. And legendary quality, which I requeued after the rocket part productivity from earlier finished. Everything looks to be in place, but I built ammo production for the railgun backwards, so I had to clean up a bunch of explosives. With that rebuilt, in goes the final pipe, and all of the ammo kicks into gear. We're making yellow ammo very quickly. It's even stacked. In goes some belt readers, and we'll discard the extra asteroids by reprocessing them in a loop to prevent the belt from clogging. But just for fun, I'll put in quality modules and start collecting quality asteroids, because why not? Some boring circuitry for speed controls later. We're ready to make our maiden voyage. I'll head to Fulgora first, since I need to pick up some quality modules for that crusher loop. Almost forgot target priorities. This platform is huge. Maybe I should have built something smaller. Oh well. The quality asteroid stockpile is filling up a lot faster than I was expecting. Let's keep reprocessing them until they're legendary. En route to Aquilo, I added a speed cap just in case. Then I started setting up the railguns and other supplies. There's the first railgun. I'll limit them all to only shoot the huge asteroids. Well, the unclogging setup clogged, so time for another unclogger for the unclogger. This one throws away asteroids indiscriminately if the belt gets too full. Slowly, the final railguns go up. Reading the edge description, I'm not sure if I need to be on the platform to win, but I might as well go along for the ride. All of the railguns are in place, so time to face deep space with great haste. With my damage upgrades, the railguns one-shot the huge asteroids, and the rocket turrets are easily able to pick off the remains. Just like Aquilo, it looks like I've dramatically overestimated how many asteroids would spawn. The asteroids are dense enough now that it might be a good idea to switch to explosive rockets soon, but not while I'm moving. The platform did slow down quite a bit due to ammo shortages, and I had to do a lot of tweaking with the crushers to speed things up, but we ended up having a ton more railgun ammo than rocket ammo, so I wired in a switch to allow the railguns to shoot the big asteroids as well, which worked a lot better than I was expecting. The collateral damage on medium and small asteroids saves on yellow ammo too, and even with the increased fire rate, production still outpaces demand just a tad. Eventually, the buffers filled back up, we sped up, and we finished riding the edge. I can't believe I put this line in. We sped up and finished riding the edge all the way to the climax of Space Age. The end. Well, there's still one more place to go, the Shattered Planet. But that's a story, a very long story, for another time. So for now, I'll upload my save to the Galaxy of Fame, and take a moment to thank my supporters on Ko-fi. Originally, I was going to do a combined System Edge and Shattered Planet video, but the amount of time it would take to get the Shattered Planet done would be better spent on making other videos, at least for now. I did a couple trips out there though, but the furthest I made it was about 250,000 kilometers before, I'll make the Shattered Planet video eventually. When? No idea, but probably not for quite a while. After getting to the Solar Edge, it felt more like a victory lap than a challenge, but I totally overbuilt a ton in preparation to start making trips out to the Shattered Planet. It's nice to be finally done with Space Age, but at the same time, there's a little hole in my heart knowing that this is the end of the expansion. I know good things can't last forever, but I sure wish they could. Thank you for watching my Space Age series. I hate doing subscriber plugs, but if you like this run, chances are you'll enjoy my upcoming challenge videos I have planned as well. And I'll also be continuing my K2SE run soon. So if that interests you, you know what to do. But that's all for today. My name's DocJade. Bye-bye.